No,
Are
because
we
the
done with that?
battle is
Okay.
over. All right. So make sure this is turned down a little bit.
Let me.
Okay. So last we left off 2 weeks ago, um, the six of you had defended Ironspine Keep. You've been brought here by Obiode in order to fulfill a debt. Um, 2 sessions ago, you had fought off multiple waves of zombies and ogres that had started attacking Ironspine Keep. Um, you were attacked by some doppelgangers that tried destroying the siege equipment that you were using to protect the keep. And at the end of that session, Zaz Tam's Wraith Warlord had appeared on the battlefield in front of you, summoning a shadow dragon to fight alongside him. Last session, the six of you fought hard against the dragon, against the warlord. In doing so, alongside you, the soldiers, the workers of the keep, those who were there who were restoring it, attempted to fight alongside you, utilizing the siege equipment that had been set up for the various other cities that are partaking in the restoration of the keep, uh, Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, etc. You managed to bring the dragon down to a point where it had weakened. The warlord came out after having been absorbed. He erupted from the dragon, and you watched helplessly as the dragon took off and circled the keep, destroying the siege equipment, laying waste to a large amount of inhabitants of the keep. Three of you managed to pretty handily get away from that same blast, that same shadow breath weapon that took so many lives. And then you finished the fight. Some of you fell in the process and were revived. Luckily, no one was lost, though you could have been. And with that, we arrive amongst the wreckage. With the warlord's defeat and the enemy forces broken for now, Ironspine Keep is now safely in the hands of the Lord's Alliance. Coming from somewhere in the keep, you see Corley Halvisher. She returns battered but alive, and stops in front of the six of you and looks around and says kind of somberly, You've done well, more than any of us could have hoped. Obaya was right to send your group here. I don't believe we would have survived without you. Corley looks around at the destruction surrounding you. The six of you look around and you see the workers and the few remaining soldiers pulling bodies from down off the wall. A few wizard apprentices that have managed to survive, running around and casting spells to create water and put out fires that have lit alongside the walls and down within the grounds. You follow Corley's eyes as she looks to the destroyed siege equipment along the wall. God, this is going to be a problem. I hope we can get those repaired before Zaztam decides he wants to try and take the fortress again. We were stretched thin as it is before this, but now, I don't know. Are the six of you okay?
I've been better. What about y'all?
Everything hurts.
Definitely tired, but I'll live on.
Definitely gonna need a shower. That's for sure.
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
Hell yeah.
She looks around and she's like, yeah, I think that could be said about a lot of us. We didn't expect this. We didn't realize that it was going to be that bad. But we live to fight another day. You guys see as a man in simple clothing walks up behind Coralie. He's carrying several sheets of paper. Coralie turns to him and thanks him, taking the papers, and she goes to hand them to you. And she goes, the Bank of Waterdeep has authorized your hazard pay of 1,000 dragons each. They'll pay you upon your return. I have to return to the Sword Coast, but I have to say, Ironspine Keep needs leaders who can guarantee its defense. Should you ever leave Waterdeep behind, you'll always be highly regarded here.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck in the endeavors.
Is the way to Waterdeep? I'll wait.
She says, you all came via teleportation circle. I can lead you back out there.
That'd be wonderful to get us back home, please.
Great, yeah. She hands over the papers to one of you or to each of you, and then starts to lead you out. As you guys walk through the keep, you guys primarily fought in like the northern section of Ironspine Keep. You head down into the middle and start making your way towards the entrance on the east side. As you do, you're walking by buildings that have large holes torn through them. You see that there have been a couple of large boulders. There are zombies, bodies. There are skeletons. There are the remains of a few of those large ogres that had managed to get over the walls. But you're really walking by a lot of people in plain clothes with tools on their belts. There's a cook who's laying on the ground, his hat laying nearby. Not a lot of happiness at the moment. There's relief in the air that it's over, but not entirely a very somber attitude. And so as the six of you head out the gate, you walk by the small tents that have been set up for masons and woodworkers, and you walk back to where the teleportation circle had brought the six of you, back to where it was, or to where I should say where it used to be. You see in front of you one of those zombie trolls, dead and bloated on the ground, surrounded by castle inhabitants whom have also perished. They lay on the soil where the circle once was, but has now pretty obviously been destroyed. You're not going to be able to return to Waterdeep this way.
Oh,
Does
well,
anyone know how to fix this?
I can't conjure us a spell to get home quite yet, so I'm not the one to fix this.
Coralie looks
Well,
around.
looks like
Go ahead.
I would say looks like we're walking.
Oh, my feet. Juniper's gonna find a place to like sit real quick.
Could
I
you?
mean, I'll look at it, but I don't think that this is something that's within my bailiwick to fix.
Would you be so kind to point us in the direction we may start our endeavors back home?
Coralie looks around, kind of like wide-eyed in the situation. Yeah, that's not going to be fixed, is it? We certainly don't have a mage here learned it enough to be able to make anything like that either. You're from Waterdeep, and you wanna walk back there.
I mean, unless you have a better idea for us to get home, since our teleportation device is now damaged.
No,
Wagon, a horse.
unfortunately, that's
Do you have any a spare carriage laying around the town here that we may use?
She pulls out a map from a nearby table. She walks over to the tents that are there, and she grabs a map, comes over, and she goes, "Well, here's this. This is the Sword Coast. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to spare to give away. That map that I just put in chat, you will see that there is a red dot near the Reaching Woods. So it's down at the kind of bottom right.
Dang.
That is where you currently are at Ironspine Keep. Waterdeep is up at the top left. Grab this, do that, and put this here. Oh, it's not gonna let me because it's too high res. Let's see here. And then this will take a second to upload, but that is the full map of the Sword Coast. Also has the what do you call the distance guide on there. Taking some measurements, looking at where you are in the Reaching Woods, where Waterdeep is. Coralie tells you, yeah, Waterdeep's about 750 miles from here to the northwest.
By chance, do you have a spare wagon?
I mean,
Look around, they probably can't spare anything.
we can maybe sell you something, but I certainly can't just give anything away. Also, Tolomer just faded into nothing. I watched this camera just
Get my food.
like a ghost.
Oh yeah, he got food.
Yeah, let me there's not much we can do out here. Come back into the keep with me, and let's take a look at what the quartermaster might have and what supplies are available for you.
I'd be glad to see what you may or may not have for us to take.
Great. You guys head back into Ironspine. She takes you around to the stables. The quartermaster is there. He is currently, or stable master, sorry, is there trying to calm these horses down. You see him brushing one. All of them really wide-eyed. A lot of like a lot of spittle coming from the nose. A lot of kind of prancing back and forth, having just heard the screams of a dragon and fighting and explosions and everything. But Corley comes in and says, Sam, these are the people who helped us fight off the forces of Zaztam. The teleportation circle for them was destroyed. Do we have anything that they could use or purchase to help them get back?
If you have just a wagon, I can manage.
He looks around and says, I am not entirely sure. Let me take a look around and see what I can find. It's gonna take me a few minutes, but yeah, let me see what I can spare. So he goes and leaves. You guys are in the barn for probably about 10 minutes before he comes back. Once he arrives back in there with you, he goes, Corley, I don't have a lot. It looks like we've got 2 draft horses and 2 stronger riding horses. There is a wagon, but unfortunately I can't just part with it. Like, repairs for everything and the horses, it's gonna be an expenditure.
What's the total for everything?
For the wagon.
You just want just the wagon? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
For just the wagon, he looks around. He goes, all right, well, just the wagon. That would probably end up being. Normally, it's about 35 gold, but unfortunately, with everything going on and with the lack of resources, I'm gonna have to charge double.
I'm gonna look over at Ptolemy.
I mean, I don't have the money from the bank on my person.
Let me see.
But I mean, I do have gold.
Inventory.
Enough to cover that. Unless you can take that from the 1,000 each that we're going to be getting.
I think it has to be like gold.
Yeah, Corley looks and she's like, unfortunately, that's from wrong voice. Unfortunately, that's from the Bank of Waterdeep. So,
Okay.
I'm not one of the bank members. Like, we could take it as payment, but that'd be 1,000 gold.
I have 8. I have 8 gold pieces.
He said he's got enough to cover it for right now, and you can just take it out of our
But
cash.
I got some gold to spare.
a carriage by itself is not going to get us out of here. We kind of
I-
do need a horse.
I am the horse.
He's the horse. He's gonna horse us out here.
I don't. Above table, how would that. Like, how fatiguing would that be? Like, is that something that would be allowed?
It's allowable. It is going to be fatiguing. It would be. So okay, so that's your druid wild shape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can just stay. How long can you stay in your wild shape?
So wild shape. Let me confirm that. But I believe it's until. So.
Out of it, I believe.
It's duration of 10 minutes. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't get very far for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true.
Well, it looks like we're going to be hoofing it ourselves.
Yeah.
Sam, stable master looks at everybody, and Corley kind of whispers in his ear, and he goes, yeah, that makes sense. He goes, listen, I'm only alive, and these horses are only alive because the 6 of you, stood in that thing's way and helped save us. I can give you one of the draft horses and the cart. Let's do 80 gold. That helps us recuperate a little bit to start, and then you guys can at least be on your way.
I think it's a good deal.
8 gold.
I got 32.
I've got.
We
That's
got enough.
five.
for it.
I'll take care of it.
Gold.
Joe offered some earlier.
My priorities
everyone-
roster. I don't know.
Everyone
got a
hold
hand.
on to your gold. I'll take care of it.
Joe, I can't remember your character's name, but Juniper's gonna like nod at you and be like, "Are you headed back to Waterdeep as well, or are you from somewhere else entirely?"
Headed back to Waterdeep as well. I currently don't belong anywhere.
Well, everyone belongs somewhere. Who did what to change the order of where everybody was sitting?
I changed his
I
name,
didn't-
and so it's probably alphabetical.
Oh.
Son of a.
All right, as soon as she gets it set up, just everyone change your name again.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
I
alphabetical.
hate it here.
I didn't realize that. Discord, what the fuck?
Damn it.
That's
Well,
payback.
you're more than welcome to ride with us. Clearly, you know how to handle yourself in chaotic situations.
He was so
And I'm-
handy with that dragon. I do agree with the sentiment.
And I'm sure it's not going to be a smooth trek.
I need everybody to make
No.
a
Oh, how's she feeling?
Arcana or Perception check besides Joe.
She's like, meh.
Arcana or perception?
19.
Oh, 19. Oh,
19.
Wait. Oh, wait, no. I got a nat 1. Never mind.
Seven.
It landed on the 19 and it rolled over slightly, and then it popped up in the corner for Elena's that is 19. I was like, oh, sick. And I was like, wait, I have plus 5.
No, why?
It's a 14.
So it's a beautiful day, guys.
He's still daydreaming about being a horse.
Yeah. All right. So 19.
Until I start talking to that draft horse, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Horse bestiality. That's what I missed.
Whoa.
Nobody's saying that. It's not bestiality if he too is a horse.
He didn't say he was a horse yet. He just said he was going to talk to the horse. That's it.
What's wrong with talking to a horse?
If you speak with animals and get consent, it's not bestiality.
It's not bestiality.
Fair.
There's no way this aligns with Twitch TOS. Holy fuck.
Listen, I've had my people read through it. They didn't say anything about bestiality discussion.
I'm positive that it has to be on there somewhere.
That pause hurt my heart for a second.
You can't show it.
You can't show it, but you can
They say
discuss
nothing
it.
about
You
bestiality.
talk about it.
Conversation.
God, people. Jesus. All right. So,
ChatGPT said it's time.
for those of you who rolled over a 10, you noticed that as Zephyrin has been talking to you, some of you had noticed a couple sessions ago there was a slight, like, arcane glow. What's up, Roland?
Oh no, I was worried because I was one of the ones that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You watch as that arcane glow is like slowly kind of dissipating from his skin. Joe, Zephyrin, when you, in the time between when the group had come to Ironspine Keep and you got there, you had met with Obaya, who had called in her favor. As it was just you, she had placed the blessing of Joaquin on you. During that time, it gave you 12 hours of enhanced skills. So that is what had raised you to level 5. Had given you additional health, had given you some additional skills, and that has started to fade. I've already adjusted you back to level 4 so that you match up with the group. But as everyone sees that fading, Joe, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. So on your character sheet, near the top left, underneath the Strength, Dexterity, and Constitution sections, hit the Constitution plus.
Got a 9.
Okay. You don't see that change because it's everyone can see it on you. It's on your skin, but you obviously are not looking at your own face. But you feel like the weight of the world is like setting onto your shoulders. You feel like all of this energy and power that you had for over the last half day has left you. And the fighting, the battle, the wounds you took, being thrown off of the castle wall from a dragon smoke or shadow breath weapon, all of that suddenly hits you. You take a point of exhaustion from that, and you will. It is going to last 2 days instead of the normal one. So with that, you will, for any future rolls, like skill rolls, you'll roll at disadvantage. So I'll explain that, when you get closer to it. But that was the benefit of having it, and now, unfortunately, you have the benefit of losing it. All right. So, all right. So Corley looks at the 6 of you and goes, "Well, you've got the horse, you've got the cart. We can get you a couple of rations and supplies, but you'll probably need to find some more stuff out on the road. Are you guys leaving like now? Like you guys, it's nighttime. Like you've walked in the night and everything. Or do you need a place to stay
before we do anything?
I could use a meal and rest.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we can find some food. You can stay in the main hall. That's where we pretty much have everyone staying tonight. And you can take off in the morning.
And we consider this a long rest?
Yeah. So the 6 of you head into the main hall and manage to get some sleep. They have enough people that they're able to keep a watch on the wall throughout the night. It goes pretty uneventfully. There's a few stragglers that they are able to find and take care of, but for the most part, the 6 of you lay down in a couple of darker corners in this great hall, and you get a little bit of food inside of you that they manage to scrounge up. It's not very good because the main cook is dead. But it's enough to take care of you for the night. And the next day comes.
Well, shall we hit the trail or?
Juniper's still
Yeah.
sleeping. She hasn't woken up yet.
I'm ready to get out of here. I'm Waterdeep baby through and through.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go to Severa and just gently wake her.
Who's Severa?
Not Severa, sorry.
What? Who's here?
Juniper.
Who is she?
We're crossing the streams.
Oh,
All right.
I will make sure Juniper's with us. Wake her up.
Oh, no, just a few more minutes.
I would rather not. Let's leave.
It's not like the dragon's coming back anytime soon.
I don't want to take my chances. You died, or almost died, multiple times.
Exactly why I want to sleep right now. Thank you for understanding.
You can sleep on the
You
wagon
can
on the way.
sleep on the wagon.
That's not going to be comfortable at all. I'm going to get seasick everywhere. Fine.
Do you have little
I'll get
legs? It's
up.
gonna take a long time to catch up.
I don't think we'll be on the water.
Yeah. Oh, my brain hurts.
Hold me, this one's yours.
She's getting up. Like as she's grumbling as she gets up and says all this.
It just takes her a couple extra minutes. Should be fine.
Coffee at least, tea, something.
We can stop at the coffee tavern on the way. I think they call it
Starbies,
trail
maybe?
bucks.
Oh my
Starbies, let's go.
It's called the Buck of Stars.
No, I didn't put Wiltshire in 2 spots. I meant to put Roland and then Sorry.
All right. So the 6 of you wake up the next morning. You get Juniper awake as well. You head to the stable master. He already has the horse in its harness, in the reins and everything. Has him hooked up to the cart. It is a large brown draft horse. Has a black mane, long black tail. He has already braided the tail together for you. In the cart, it is a little rickety. It is filled with a bag of grain, some hay, and he's also thrown in a couple of like buckets, some like random tools, and you see a small like cloth package that's tied up. He looks at you and says, Coley brought that in for you. Looks like it's some foodstuffs for the journey.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Do you have any supplies for the horse?
The grains and then the horse should be able to eat along the way, so long as you don't find yourself in any very snowy environments or a desert.
Let's pray we don't.
And he goes, you're heading to Waterdeep, right?
That is correct.
I would recommend following the tradeway as far as you can. But if you head up to Scornubel, it's the caravan city. I'd recommend that. It's about a 3 days ride northwest, but as long as you follow the main road that the keep is on, you should be able to make it with little problem.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
3 days.
Well, unfortunately, having done this trip quite a few times. It's going to take you approximately 10 days to make it. It's about 20 days ride out.
Well, no time like the present. Is everyone ready?
I love adventures. Let's start ours.
You're too chipper.
I'm
Fucking
exhausted,
sorcerers.
but I'm ready.
All right. So, the cart, the wagon. You have. Yeah, you have a wagon. The wagon will hold up to 400 pounds. So, you guys traveled pretty light here. We will say that there's about 50 pounds worth of stuff in the cart already. The hay, the grain, the different tools. That additional weight, basically like 2 of you realistically could ride in it at a time, considering armor, weapons, stuff like that. So the rest of you will be walking. So anyone who's walking like consistently for multiple days at a time could potentially end up facing exhaustion. So some trade-off may be pertinent, but we will see as we go. Additionally, with the wagon, with the cart, you're looking at approximately actually it is a 23-day ride. Right? So, you head out of Iron Spine Keep. You head on to the main road and begin heading northwest. You have the Reaching Wood on your right and grassy plains on the left. It is a pretty severe cut. That main road that you're on divides the forest, divides the woods from the plains of Eltugard. Is there anything that you guys talk about or do while you begin to travel towards Scornubel?
It has Zephyrin. So what is it that you'll go back to when we get back to Waterdeep?
I haven't thought that far yet. My people.
Sounds like he doesn't
have
yet
wanted-
belong to Waterdeep, but he's trying to.
If
I mean,
you
we
will-
didn't even.
If you will have me,
Don't we already?
well, I guess you do now.
You've been with us in battle. You're with us now. I don't see that changing unless that's something that you desire.
There's room at the inn always.
You were mentioning your people.
We have an inn. Have we told you about the troll skull?
Produce
I
a
don't
card.
think we
Produce a
have.
card.
I
Produce
don't
a
think we had a
card.
chance to between fighting for our lives.
Yes, it wasn't common conversation in the midst of battle.
Yeah, we kind of just appeared here all together and fought side by side.
But you had mentioned your people. What happened to your people?
Yeah, I don't have a home to go back to. It was destroyed along with my people.
So
I
we have
spent
something
my
in
days-
common.
Are they coming back for you?
Oh, everyone's dead.
No,
I'm
no,
the
no.
only
The
survivor.
people who killed them.
Oh, are they coming back for me?
Yeah, yeah. Like, are you being hunted?
No, but I will be the one doing the hunting.
You and I might get along just fine.
Hey, maybe it's the same people.
It very well could be. You are right.
While you guys are traveling, because I don't think that we really got the opportunity to last time, does everybody want to take a minute now that you've gotten very familiar with what your characters look like in your mind's eye for the last 6 months, 18 sessions? You guys want to tell Zephyrin like what you look like, who he's traveling with?
I mean, I can go first. Well, I actually doesn't have my character's picture. But I'm a young male, black hair, green eyes. I look raggedy from growing up on the streets. I don't do a lot of self care because I never really learned that growing up. I did have Obaya was like a mother figure to me, but I was still on the streets. Like she would feed me and take care of me and make sure I was taken care of health wise. Um, but other than that, I'm just wearing almost rags. Um, yeah, not filthy, but not well kept.
Tollimer, what about you? Volgrid, what about you?
Ah, mine obviously Dragonborn is what we have here. And what you see is like a nice slim, slender Dragonborn. He's got like a dark red scales across him with like a diamond shaped fire emblem in the middle of his chest. It's got a flame burning on the inside. He comes from a clan up in the Dragonshire Mountains where his whole family was murdered, and he was able to escape during that, but his whole village and everything was all like destroyed and everything else. So he came across this group of fellow travelers and is tagging along, but still also trying to find out, who did that unmentionable thing to his family.
Who's currently in the cart?
I'm walking.
Jennifer.
I'd probably be walking.
Okay.
If Elena wanted to be in the cart, she'd be in the cart. And if not, I guess I would be.
I'll walk.
Okay. So Juniper and Tollimer, you're in the cart. Who is who's leading the group walking forward? Who is keeping an eye out on the road?
I think I probably would. I'd be like just parallel to the horse.
Okay.
I'd be on
Keeping an eye that horse.
I'd be on like on the right side of the carriage.
Okay. Perfect. So either both of you can roll a perception check, or one of you can give the other the help action, and the other can roll with advantage.
I've got a +5 to my perception.
Yeah, I'll give him with advantage.
Great.
I'll give him the help.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That is a 21.
Okay. Okay. So, first half of your day's ride goes really uneventfully. You leave Iron Spine Keep behind. It eventually fades in the distance, swallowed up by that thick, dark forest. The one thing that you do really notice is that as you travel throughout the day, that dark fog that had kind of permeated the forest when you first got there has definitely receded. And not just from like, you realize it's not just from the heat of the day, but it really feels like whatever forces had been in the forest that were attacking Ironspine feels like they have retreated for now. So as you as the group continues on, who are my next two that want to describe their characters to Zephyrin?
I'll go. So, a pale tiefling. I have black horns that kind of come around that side. Full leather armor, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
I should know that. And like bright red eyes.
Also, Zephyrin, you may have forgotten somehow, but in the last session, you all watched at one point as Elena, in the middle of the fight, was overcome by something and ended up falling to the ground, and everybody watched as she basically changed into a humanoid werebear in front of you, and then ripped a dragon's throat out with her teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Badass.
Hot.
That is
we didn't
a-
have we didn't get a lot of post combat talk. I think that
We
was
did
like,
not. We did not.
So
No.
it was sick.
Yeah. Badass.
It was fun.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
Okay.
Okay.
So when you look at Tolerant, I mean, he's an elf, classic elven features. The clothes he's wearing look like, like they're really nice clothes, but on closer inspection, like you would see, like they're kind of dirty. Maybe some of the thread's been replaced by like a different color thread. It's definitely like they used to be nice clothes, and he's dressed as nicely as one without a lot of money could be. He he kind of carries himself so he's always he has purpose, and he's on a mission, and so help you God if you bring up taxes.
Awesome. So that's two more that we've got. As this half of the day's journey starts to come to an end, you've made it a pretty good clip, right? You've probably traveled about 25 miles worth of the 75 miles to Scorniaville. Nighttime is coming. Do you
Wait, did Juniper tell us what she looked like?
She is not. I'm going to let her do that here in a minute.
Okay, sorry.
But thank you. With nighttime coming, do you guys want to continue to push yourselves and the horse further, or do you want to look for a spot to camp?
We look for
Look
a
for a
spot to camp.
Camp.
We got 23 or 22 days left to get out of this horse before we put him down. We'll yell or stop.
Time to make glue. Great.
Cello.
So, are you looking at staying in the Reaching Woods next to you, or are you looking at staying to the west side of the road in the kind of like the Greenlands, the plains there?
Cover might be of
Yeah,
interest.
yeah. As I say, I would definitely choose woods for coverage.
Okay. All right. So it takes you, half an hour or so of heading down the woods, getting ready to pull over for the night. You finally find a section where it looks like maybe there's a bit of clearing in between some trees. It's a really thick forest, very tall, old established trees. These trees have been here for hundreds of years. Very, very thick trunks around them, but also this area of the Sword Coast, it's not nearly as wintry and snowy as what you guys have gotten used to in Waterdeep. Down here, further away from the coastlands, it's still not like overbearingly warm or anything. It's fall for them. It's winter, but much warmer than what you've been experiencing in Waterdeep. And additionally, being wetter here with more rain, there's not a lot of wildfires that happen, and so these trees are not only like large and established, but they're close together. So it does take a while to find an area where you could get the horse and the cart through. Eventually, though, you are able to pull over, be able to find a spot, and then after going a little bit further back in, because you guys said that you want some cover, are you wanting to get far enough away from the roads that you can't see it? Do you still want to have a little bit of sight of the road?
I like this side of the road.
Keeps
That way.
Okay, great. You pull over. You have sight of the road, but you are able to find at least a little bit of a clearing so that you can go ahead and set up camp for the night. So you guys park the cart. You let the horse graze for a little bit. You start up a fire. Let's get a survival check from somebody to see if we can get a fire going.
Sure, man.
Question: what if I am carrying something for fire?
You can make that with
Like-
advantage.
I do have advantage on that.
I'd say you have advantage on that. I think you're carrying stuff, aren't you, Elena?
I got a 17 for survival.
Awesome. Cool. So you guys all watch as Elena hops down and gathers up some wood, builds a little fire pit, real quickly lights up a nice little fire that's not like crazy visible from the road. People could still see it if they were really looking, but it's enough for everybody to be able to sit around and get warm.
Can I place my hunting trap out a little bit deeper in the woods?
Yeah, towards the road or deeper in?
A little bit deeper in the woods.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
While he's off, I'm gonna like look at the group and like, did y'all know that these trees are actually aspens? You can tell because of the way that it is.
Wow.
Stupid. Lovely.
I had to. As soon as you said woods, I was like, I'm gonna say it. It's pretty neat.
I'm
Perfect.
just gonna continue stoking my fire. Man.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys have camp set up. A little bit of time before, everyone goes to sleep. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about or do?
Elena, can we talk about the
Beast
bear
woman.
thing? What was that?
I don't know. Just kind of. It's new to me too.
So this hasn't happened before?
No.
Well,
I think
for
I
a
would have.
first time thing, you're handling it really well.
Thank you. Yeah. Just kind of like a rage that just like builds up inside of me.
Oh, is it like a cyclical thing, or is it
Something
just
like that.
random?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's at will. It feels.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, so you can control it.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
So did you know it was gonna happen?
No.
so you can control it.
Did you feel a rage before it happened? Like what made you want to turn?
Oh, just my friends being slaughtered.
We're friends.
I would just relax a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Me, friend.
So you hadn't done it before, but you think you could do it again if you needed to?
Let me do it right now.
Do it right
What?
now.
No.
Please do it right now.
Maybe
What if you
later.
can't control yourself? I don't know that I want you to do that now.
Oh, but think about how fun it would be.
I felt pretty in control.
Okay.
Did you think turn into a bear thing, or did it just happen like puberty?
Because you'd do another animal?
I don't know. Probably.
Do a bunny.
Really big.
Is this over? Rolling
Do a
some.
bunny.
Did puberty happen that fast for you?
No, but it was sudden, the changes.
I was just curious if you had gone through puberty that quickly. But
No, but it initiates pretty quickly, with the odor and the hair and the.
I'm gonna kind of lean over to Juniper. Does it look like he's been through puberty?
I've been through puberty.
Not quite.
You can't hear me. I whispered.
Fucking let's check it.
What the fuck up?
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay. 15.
And roll in a perception.
Fucking nat 20, 25, baby. I can fucking hear everything.
I heard it.
I in fact have been through puberty. I'll save that for another time.
You're not that hairy.
I don't think we need to hear about your puberty stories.
Is being hairy a good thing? Well, you do turn into a bear, so it makes sense. So, what's for dinner?
About to be you.
So, how long have you all lived in Waterdeep?
Not long enough.
Well, I've been in Waterdeep my entire life. That's where I grew up. I think everyone else is relatively new.
Yeah, I just
Besides
became a recent resident.
I wasn't really intending to become a resident.
No, we were
Truly.
not.
But now, I suppose resident and business owner.
Apparently, we're adventurers together now, saving castles and whatnot.
I'm pretty sure it was a keep, not a castle.
Yeah,
We have a
it's the
cat.
same thing.
We do have a cat and
We-
orphans. We have orphans.
Oh, yes. We also have
Hey.
children.
I don't think we have children. They're not our children.
They are our.
Well,
They're
they
not
live there
children.
now.
They don't live there. The children do not live in the house.
They have moved
They
into
do.
the house.
do
Yeah,
now.
And then
They let them move in.
they take
I
the study. They have their.
I thought.
sorry,
that was just so that
Zephyrin.
way we could
Roland is very
play.
preoccupied with playing with his cat. So he kind of forgets about the children.
Or doing
I-
weird things in his room with birds.
Yeah.
No, it's not weird.
It's weird.
Well, one day, whenever I have a pet bird and you don't, you will feel jealous.
I'm going to get a pet bird first.
Debatable. She get really petty. Debatable. I don't think so. I can talk to them.
Okay.
I will
You could
befriend
just
a bird.
buy a pet bird.
It's better to earn their trust and not buy them, even though I bought a cat. That's different. Different story.
I'm gonna go get Fred. You left him at the store.
So we have children, a cat, and a bird.
Not yet. Not yet a bird.
There's like pigeons in the room with the hole in the roof.
It's
his
not
room.
pigeons. It's crows or something.
Oh, we also have a metal dog.
Yeah, he's.
Yes, it's dead.
No, he's not.
I know it was
What?
dead.
No,
And then now it's not.
He fell during the battle.
Oh.
Did you spend time reassembling him?
Yeah, we did that before we ended last session.
Mm-hmm.
How long do your tinkerer's tools take you to reassemble that dog?
So I can do a repair 3 times per day. That's 2d8 plus 2 healing.
So yes, from behind you hear in a very metallic, huffing, panting
It's like,
sound.
ching, 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 ching.
Did we forget someone behind?
Does the dog have a brain, or how? There's a lot of animal things going on with our group.
He's not actually an animal, though. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I understand that, but how does he? Does he have his own thought process, or?
I don't ask how you make your sausage.
Did you use sausage on your dog?
He's chewed up sausage before.
So he has a stomach.
No, he just
He's a
helps.
cavity.
He helps with cooking. Maybe he can chop things up for me. He's not just for battle. He's an all-around companion. Did you not know that he could do other things besides bite?
I
Very
don't know.
talented.
Yeah, all I see is he goes up into the room with you, and then he comes down in the morning, and then we fight.
He protects me all night while I sleep.
But how?
It's better than a bird.
But how does he know to protect you if there's no brain?
I'm his maker. Of course he would know to protect me.
Hey, Dragon Boy, what? You know magic things. How does it work?
His robot dog?
Yes, I do.
I
don't know.
Just because I know magic doesn't mean I know robot dogs.
It's a different thing.
It's something not my expertise. Maybe it's a magic in its own.
I'm gonna give a very apologetic glance over to Zephyrin.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna.
And
Same.
it's normally this bad, unfortunately.
You all seem like a family.
Do you ever want to murder your siblings?
Too soon.
Yeah,
I think
I'm going to
like that.
politely assume that it is not directed towards me.
Oh, is there food somewhere?
I'm gonna go
Hey,
back
did
to the
that
woods
trap
and check
work?
my trap.
I'm gonna lean over to Elena and be like, X-Nay on the dead family.
Well, change the subject at least.
I didn't bring it up.
No, I said it
yeah.
changed the subject. From
Yes,
robot dogs, yeah.
we are kind of like a family. The beginning of a family, it feels like. I think.
Can't
I don't
even
know.
remember your children.
I don't have children.
We all do.
We have children,
Mm-hmm.
apparently.
I thought that they were just playing in the house and not staying there. Did their parents? Sorry.
They're orphans.
Did their parents die? Wait, I thought that they said they had a house and they have parents. And now the parents are dead?
They never had parents.
They never had parents.
Oh,
Didn't-
same.
Well, I'm gonna go help Mildred find some food.
Oh, while Elena does that, I look to Talomor and ask what brought him to Waterdeep.
Well, I think it was really Juniper's idea, but been traveling for a while, selling our wares and services, and going to larger and larger locations, and happened to choose Waterdeep. And come to think of it, it all happened so quickly. I don't really know. I mean, kind of called upon to help and ended up working together, and we got a very, very broken down manor as payment, and decided to invest in it and kind of leave behind our nomadic ways, stop traveling and selling wares, and set up a permanent home for once.
And yet here we are traveling 700 and some miles away from home.
We're traveling to a place we call home.
Right, but we're still on an
Um,
adventure.
For Juniper and I, the only home we've known for quite some time is with one another.
Indeed. But it's been fun playing house.
It's rather stressful, to be honest.
Well, I don't do the numbers game like you do. Taxes and whatnot.
Speaking of numbers, how much did we owe for the repairs and everything again?
Oh, how are we gonna pay that? Oh, they're
we-
still there working and we're 23 days away.
We already paid that for the
Yeah, it's
work
already
we
been
did.
paid. What we have to do is pay back the loan.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. How much
Which-
was that again?
So they gave us 2,000 dragons at 10% interest, due back in 6 months' time.
Well, hopefully we get back in time and we can pay back that money with the paper we just received.
Well, I hope
guess.
it doesn't take us 6 months to get back. Well, I mean, we traveled within a second, and now we have almost a month's travel back. So we got time.
Yeah, time, yes, time and further work. I fucking hate it here.
Moon starts to go further down in the sky. It's getting late. You guys haven't had to do camping before, so this is officially your first time. You're going to need at least 2 different watches throughout the night. The same person can keep watch in both watches. They will accrue a point of exhaustion overnight. So for right now, Zephyrin, you are still rolling at disadvantage for anything because you still, even though you slept last night, you are still exhausted today. Roland, are you volunteering?
Does his dog count as a watch?
You tell
Technically,
me.
yeah.
Voldred. Not Voldred, sorry. Ptolemy.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a stat block.
Is his perception good?
No.
Oh. I mean,
It's,
Also,
I
first
can,
watch.
It's not good
Yeah,
and it's not bad. It's just he has the ability to perceive.
I'll take watch as well.
I'll take first watch because I want to keep an eye on my trap in the woods.
Okay. So
Yeah, Juniper's gonna absolutely take the ability to sleep.
Okay. So I think I heard 3 people are taking first watch. Generally, you
I
only need
mean-
at most 2. But you're more than
Well,
welcome
the
to have
dogs-
3 if you want.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a dog with 2 additional people because the dog technically doesn't have to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, so Elena and I.
Oh,
Everybody
Lena's
said
staying
it.
awake too?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Because we can let the other 3 sleep. We only need technically need 2 to right? But I'm gonna watch first watch, stay up and check trap, and then I'll sleep.
All right, I'll go to sleep. then.
Oh, we got 6 of us. We only need 4 total for the night.
I will also point out regarding Still Defender, because I did just pull up his stat block and his description. At the end of a long rest, you can create a new Steel Defender if you have Smith's tools with you. If you already have a Defender from this feature, the first one immediately perishes. So, end of the night, you do have to remake Defender.
Exactly the same.
Okay, and you have Smith's tools on you?
Mhm.
Okay. Perfect.
I'll sleep first watch.
Okay. So, Elena and Voldred?
No, Elena and
I'm rolling.
And
I'm
roll.
rolling.
So you'll
Yep.
take
All right,
second
cool.
watch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Let me get a D20 from both of you guys. Let's get a you know, just do straight D20s.
Get an 8.
With advantage?
No.
4.
Okay. First half of the watch goes pretty quiet. You can kind of hear like whoo, whoo, throughout the night. You do hear some like rustling, but nothing seems to happen. So, middle of the night, it's about 2 a.m. Time for second watch. So, we've got Voldred and anybody?
I'll take watch.
Okay. I will have the two of you go ahead and roll. We'll do D20s. And Zephyrin, I want you to roll 2. Give me the lower number.
Or if you right click, you can click disadvantage and it just does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
9.
You got a 9?
Yeah.
Do you need more
can-
help with that?
Can you roll a D100 for me?
Are you telling me to roll a D1?
Who rolled the 9?
68. I did.
Okay.
68.
Okay. As you are give me a second here.
Do you need a little reminder on the rolling, Zephyrin?
You told me to roll twice, right?
Yeah, you got a 19 and an 18.
Okay.
And then, the lower number is 18.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So the two of you, you're sitting watching, and in the darkness you hear whoosh, tush, cling.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Every NPC guard ever. What was that?
That just
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Shall we check it out?
Yeah, let's check it out. Do you know what area that came from?
Make a perception check. Zephyrin, you'll have to do the right click on your perception check and do disadvantage.
11, or actually 12. Sorry.
And disadvantage. 15.
Wow. Okay. So both of you are able to notice that the sound came from the direction of the hunting trap that you set up.
I'm really hoping that might be some animal in there that we could maybe save for some food later if you want to go take a look at my trap. It might have sounded like it closed.
Let's do it.
All right. Gonna take a walk back to the trap. That's probably about 50, 60 yards from where camp is.
Okay. What kind of trap is it? Does it have any
Uh,
description there?
Yes, it does. Let me get to it. Um, there's a chain about 3 feet long, but there is a metal trap grate that it can get stuck. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. It says when you use this action to set it, this trap forms a sawtooth steel ring that snaps shut when a creature steps into it. So it's like a bear trap.
Like a bear trap. Great.
Yeah.
As you are walking closer to it, you start to hear like, and you can hear it getting like drug like across the ground.
I think we got something in traps. We should be a little bit more cautious about walking up on here and see if we can get a surprise on it. The chain is only set to about 3 feet where it was staked in the ground, so we should have a safe circumference we can get close to it. And then I'm gonna try to stealth walk up.
Okay. You said you're about 60 feet away from the camp.
Yep.
The light from the fire has started to die down. Do either of you have dark vision or light?
Yes, I have dark vision up 120 feet.
Okay.
And I also, I can create the fire in my hand, and I also do have a torch in my inventory.
Okay. Zephyrin, what about you? Left-hand side of your page,
I have a torch.
Okay. And then...
Do you have dark vision at all?
So underneath your savings throws, there's a senses, and normally there's a little guy there. It might say like dark vision.
See where Talamar's pointing on his screen? The middle section on the left side. Should say like senses.
Oh yeah. Dark vision 60 feet.
Okay, cool. So as the two of you walk up, you said you're walking kind of stealthily?
Yes.
Okay. Both of you make stealth checks for me. Zephyrin, you have to do yours at disadvantage.
You got 9. Oh shit today.
All right, am I saying this right? So I got a 16. It's a minus. So
what's your stealth modifier?
So in your skills where it says acrobatics and all the way down at the bottom is stealth, and it'll be on the right hand side, the plus number.
Oh, 4.
Okay, good. So you did it right. You rolled a 14 and a 12. The plus 4 on your 12 gave you 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
So that worked great. So yours was really solid. Voldred is a dragonoid person stomping through the forest. Okay, but you guys managed to kind of sneak up on a large creature that has its foot caught in the in this bear trap, starting to pull away, and it looks like a large wolf with a bare, rough-skinned face. So if you had a wolf but without any hair on that face, right?
Okay.
Both of you make a nature check. Zephyrin, I think you might have an advantage on that already. Might have an A next to it. Let me see here. Nope, never mind. You actually are dog shit at nature. I didn't realize that. So you have to make your disadvantage roll anyways.
With that hunting trap, there is a DC for the animal.
Okay.
I sent it to you in DMs. I sent you everything that you need.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
And I got 10.
Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. So, with that, thank you for sending me that GC. He rolled a 13.
Oh.
So let me just double check something. Yeah, it's a +1 to that. As the two of you walk up, you manage to quietly walk up. It does not notice you, but this large warg rips its foot out of the trap, and looks around. It is going to try to make another perception check on you guys. Okay, I need stealth rolls from the both of you.
Jesus, 7. I can't roll above a fucking 10 today.
Welcome to my life.
This fucking hog's gonna eat me alive.
I got a 15.
Okay. It does not notice you for the moment.
I am. And I'm about how far away from it now?
Right now, you're probably about 30 feet.
Okay. I want to see if I can take my crossbow out and load it to try to take a shot at it without it before it notices me.
Okay. I will allow you to stay on the current stealth roll that you're on, which beat his perception.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take the shot if you want.
12.
This arrow goes flying over its head because it's dark out, and I need the two of you to roll initiative. Give me a second here.
12.
Okay, hold on.
That's right.
Where is the initiative?
It's next to your armor class.
12.
We're gonna have to roll again because you and I rolled 12s.
Yeah.
Doesn't it just go based then off your dexterity modifier?
Yeah, it will.
Oh, it should automatically do
This
that.
isn't Yahtzee.
Why not? Yahtzee.
I've never played Yahtzee a day in my life.
What?
What?
Not a
What?
single time.
Fucking lie.
I play spades, okay?
Oh my
That's
god.
funny.
I'm with you there.
The fuck is spades?
Ain't no
worry about
way.
it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I was one of those kids who had to be seen and not heard. I didn't know shit.
All right. I just started the session for you guys. If you want to
Mother.
hop in there. Unfortunately, I don't have a nighttime version of this map, but I do have it. Who are you yelling at? Why are you yelling at me?
Because it streams off like that. Thanks to you, DM.
Be fine.
Everything's ruined.
Everything's ruined. Can I like show my character yet? Why do you hate me?
What are you talking about?
I'm the only
great
person who
time.
hasn't described her
She
character.
didn't get to describe herself yet.
I was going to, but somebody went to sleep.
Fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to take a role in the watch. You didn't say that. Nobody else had to do something special to describe their character.
The choice, and now
Nobody
you were
else
going
had to
get
do
it on
anything
the
special.
You were going to get this on the next morning when you guys are
I
traveling.
get it. I get it. I rolled a 1. You don't like me anymore.
That is false. Please feel free. Describe your character as it sleeps while the
As
board.
No, he's busy right now. He's busy.
Astral project yourself to him while he's trying to battle a
He's
ward.
about to fight this
You
thing, and all of a
got
sudden,
this, Zephron.
hey, guess what? I look like this.
Zephron, you're our only hope.
That's why they lost their stealth check. Wait, did you know that I look like this?
All right. So I had 12s, I believe, from
Yeah, we
both
each had
my
12.
players. Perfect. Let me go ahead and pull open this here. We had Zephyrin at a 12. We had Vulture at a 12. I believe Zephyrin has the higher dexterity at a +4.
I have +2.
Okay, yep. So it's going to be Zephyrin up first. So we're just going to roll him up to 13 because that's how this thing works. Let me get the warg here. Okay. So with that, we have our combat started. The warg sees the arrow, or hears it go over its head, and it turns and looks at you. Vuldred, you're standing there with this crossbow, and it's like, oh shit, and it's going to rush you. It comes down, and it immediately goes for a bite on you. That is going to be... it's a 22 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
Okay. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. As it bites into you, it snarls. It's like, and then you hear kind of like, make a nature check for me.
Nine.
Okay. Yeah, it's snarling away at you. Zephyrin, you are up.
Right. I am going to use my longbow to fire at it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
And I'm still rolling disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Okay. Another arrow goes flying over its head. It looks back at you, and you hear... that is going to bring us back to the top of the order, unless you have a bonus action or any movement you want to make. I'm sorry. No, it won't be the top of the order because we're going to have Vuldred after.
Mm-hmm.
And can we hear this from...
You guys can make perception checks at disadvantage.
Okay, let me do a roll thing. Perception, disadvantage.
I'm going to move back like...
I got a 15.
I got a 19 and then a 1.
My
I am
chat's in love with your snarl.
logs.
Oh, good. 15
Oh wait,
to
do
1.
I need to do something?
That won't do it. Perception check with disadvantage.
A 1.
Okay. Yeah. Nope. Dead asleep.
We are snoozing hard.
I told you she's tired.
Elena?
I think she slipped
Sleeping.
away.
She's still gone.
Yeah, pooping out. She's pooping outside.
I'm kind of here. No, I'm not pooping outside. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Pooping inside. Okay.
I got a 10.
God.
Okay. So that's pretty much that was everybody. Who rolled the 15?
I did.
Roland.
Okay, Roland. You do wake up as you hear like commotion in the forest to the north.
Okay. I'm gonna look around, see if I can see like Voldred and what's his name again?
Give me a
Zephyr.
second before you do that because we're still
Okay.
in the initiative order. So you've at least
Okay.
woken up. Zephyrin, you said you wanted to move back like 15 feet?
Yeah, get out of the way.
Okay. And you can see the map, right? Like you've got that pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Good. Is
Yeah,
this
that-
that works for you there?
Let's move back like maybe 5 feet. That's a square, right?
Yeah.
Every 5 feet.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, 5 feet.
Like here. You can also pick your character up and move
Okay,
them.
place me. Sorry, can you place me where I was?
No,
No,
where he
before-
originally started.
Yeah. Okay, so then
And I think you have like up to 30 feet you can go.
Mm-hmm.
all right, I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Voldred, that is your go.
After being snarled and hurt up by him, I'm going to get really pissed off right away, and I'm going to cast a Scorching Ray at him.
Okay.
It's, so you're going to kind of see me swirl my hands together and pull together 3 flame rays, and I get to shoot 3 separate flames at him for 3 hits.
Okay.
So I got to roll 3 times at him.
Quick point of order for that. That is a ranged spell.
Yeah, it's a 2nd level sorcerer spell.
Okay.
You're in melee range.
You're in melee
you'll-
range.
Oh,
So you can make that roll, but it will be at disadvantage.
okay. Oh, because it just says you create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range, so up to 120 feet. Or is it just I'm too close?
You're
You're
just too
you're
close.
just in melee distance.
So ranged attacks in close combat. Aiming a ranged attack
Okay.
is more difficult when a foe is next to you. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or other means, if it's within 5 feet, disadvantage.
Perfect. Okay. So, actually, since we're within 5 feet, I'm actually going to retract my claws out that I have from that dragon fight that we got. I kind of felt like a power inside me grow, and I kind of was able to grow some nice retractable claws that I can pull out at any time that I want to use
Okay.
as a melee attack.
Sick.
So I'm going to pull out my retractable claws and go for a hit at him for 14.
So, okay, yeah. 14 that just hits.
And it's going to be a 1d4 plus 2 slashing.
Okay.
So it'll be 5 for
Awesome.
slashing at him.
Great. Okay. So the only person who really is able to see it is Zephyrin. He has dark vision, so he can at least see like this kind of like black and white, right? Dark vision is like chromatic gray. But you watch this dragon just whoosh, these claws come out. These basically looking like larger dragon claws, and slashes across this warg. You see these 4 gashes across the shoulder open up, and some blood spray. And that one, when it strikes, the warg just kind of rears back, and you hear "Ow!" My other players besides Roland, you can make another perception check with like a straight perception.
7.
Dead asleep.
15.
You wake up.
People are calling me.
It's D&D time.
15.
Okay, yeah. Juniper's like knocked the fuck out. It was a tough dragon fight. But everybody else is
She
awake.
used all of her spells, all of her bardic inspiration. Like she used everything she had.
Yep. So Juniper, no, sorry, Elena, Tolomer, and Roland, go ahead and roll initiative.
What you should do? Net 20, 24.
Okay.
8.
9.
Okay. Hold on to those. I have to reset this because of the way it works. Let's see.
It's Joe's fault.
Joe was 12. Voldred was no, yeah. I had Joe at 13 because of the extra roll.
Yeah,
Voldred
Joe
was
was 13.
Elena, you were
8.
8.
8.
Okay, that actually works. Roland, you were natural 20 for a 24.
Correct.
Okay. Tolomer?
9.
9. Okay. And Zephyr's get down there. Okay, great. And so then we had him at. Yeah, okay. Juniper, just to make life easier so I don't have to fix this later, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Quick question while she's
Sleepy
doing that.
initiative
well,
coming. 17.
Great, thank you.
I did my one attack, which is a melee attack, and I have a secondary, technically 2-weapon fighting. Would I be able to melee attack him again? Kind of like if I, because
I'll allow it.
I think it's a melee weapon, or it's a melee attack like a melee weapon. So would that be considered? I just want to. That's what I was asking.
If it's a melee attack.
Are your claws considered light?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because my bonus action would be it's 2-weapon fighting.
You know what? I want to think that I've had to call this for Roland before, and I've said no.
Okay. That's fine. That's why I just wanted to ask first before I did any other actions or whatever else.
Is it a feature or is it a?
It's a feature, like it's retractable claws. Like it literally it says a melee attack, like it's underneath my attacks.
It's under your attacks. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like it's at the very bottom.
Okay. Here we go. One action, natural attack, slashing, manifest, gain increase your strength, constitution, or charisma to a maximum 20. Scales harden, so you calculate your AC. Grow retractable. Requires claws are natural, which you can use to make unarmed strikes. If you hit with them, you deal slashing damage equal to 1d4 plus. Roland, what have I said on yours before?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was whenever I was using a weapon. So I think the question would be, do the claws stay after you use it? Or is it just
I can have them out whenever I want. Like I can just have them out and they're there, and like that's it. Like, and the main reason I got them is because it boosted my armor class up by 2 just by having retractable claws added onto my attacks.
2-weapon. Let me just see here. 2-weapon attack on an attack with light weapon.
Like, how many unarmed attacks can you do at one time, Roland?
So, well, for my class, I can do 2.
Okay.
It's class specific.
Okay.
In order
to speed this along, I will check into it afterwards. I'm gonna call
Perfectly
this
fine.
one as a no.
Perfectly fine with me.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking no too, but I just wanted to question.
Yeah, I appreciate you. All right.
Okay. Yep, that'll be it. I'll stay where I am then.
Okay. So then that will bring us to, where is my stuff? All right, so that's Roland. That's Voldred. We're gonna come back to the top of the order because everybody is waking up from this. You will all be able to make actions on your next one. So that then brings us to the warg first. This one is going to take another bite at Voldred. So that is going to be 21.
That'll be a hit.
Okay. That will be Where's that guy? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's 10 points of piercing damage. Actually,
Okay.
hold up. Before the start. Never mind. Okay, you're good on that one. Zephyrin, you. Okay. You moved back and did not hear this one running up on you. That the first one had been calling out to. You get hit with a natural 20. So that is going to hit. That is 19 points of piercing damage.
Damn.
So as you are, loading your longbow and firing it at that warg, all of a sudden from behind, you get just bit into the back, and this warg basically starts like tearing into your flesh from behind. And yeah, that was a big one. Then let me see here. All right, sorry. Tolomer, you are also waking up. So one comes rushing out from the other side of the forest at you. He is going to roll, and it's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
No. Yeah, that hits.
So that is, let's see here. No fucking shot. 11 points of piercing damage as well on you.
All right, you gotta change your dice up.
It's rolling strong. So
Wow.
you're kind of getting up. You're hearing this commotion from the direction of Voldrin and Zephyrin. Do you have dark vision? I'm sure you do as an elf, right?
Yes.
Okay. So from
Elf.
do you have dark vision?
An elf would.
Okay.
You're missing the wink.
Yeah, I'm on my map right now. So you're seeing like commotion and stuff coming from over there. You do not, see the one that has walked up behind you and bitten into your back. That then brings us to Zephyrin.
Alrighty. I just want to point out that I got 10.
Did he heal himself for his long rest?
Did you take a long
He
rest?
We did. We took a rest before we went on it.
I know we
left.
did. I don't know if
Yeah, I don't think he
Zephyrin
put.
updated his.
Yeah, I don't think he with all the with especially all the spells that I wasted in battle need to be refreshed.
Cool. I'm gonna long rest you, Zephyrin, and then we'll take off the damage you just took. So you took 16, 19 points of damage, right? So, okay. So you were at 29 hit points, and all of your spells and everything have been reset for you. So, what do you want to do?
Wait, it's still showing 10 on my end.
Hit refresh?
Yeah, because you.
Refresh your page.
Oh, got it. There we go.
He's back.
All right. Well, fuck. This guy just bit the shit out of me.
He did.
Fight him back. Assert your dominance.
Intimidate him.
It's not bestiality.
TOS.
I want to try and. So I'm gonna run at this warg B, and I want to kind of like. So I'm running at him. I jump off the top of his head, and I want to fire an arrow into his back.
Okay. So I love it. It's cool. You're going to need to make an athletics check in order to be able to get high enough that you're out of the 5-foot disadvantage range. And you have to make that check at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Yeah, terrible. I got an 8.
Okay. I'm just going to drop a random 20 here to see. The DC on it was 3. So you're going to actually end up making that one. You are able to get high enough up. So you run at the warg that just bit you, basically kind of push it back. You run, you jump up, you pop up off of its head. The longbow comes out, and as you're aiming down, you let go. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, 1 second. Well,
It looks super fucking cool. You go up into the air, you pull the arrow back, and the arrow right into the ground next to the warg. And you land back down right next to it. So you basically like, woo, right there. You have a bonus action you could take. Any other movement away from it is going to impose an attack of opportunity, so he can bite at you again.
What's their modifier on their rolls? How much plus do they get?
They get something more than 0.
Damn.
I take a second. When?
Okay.
Let me look over the DM screen real quick.
How much do you
All
get
right.
for the second one?
So D10 plus 4.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your D10. Add 4 to it. Or you can click that little D10 plus 4 link and it'll roll it for you.
Disadvantage.
Not on that one. Why is it doing double sounds? There we go.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. So that's 8 points of healing that
8.
you'll get. So up by your health points, go ahead and put the number 8 and then hit heal. There's a bug on my screen. Pew.
And you
Okay.
said if I were to move away, he'd basically be able to attack me, right?
Yeah, he gets a free attack, a free reaction.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. That's Zephyrin. That brings us to Voldred.
All right, as you know, I kind of see Warg B, and then I also can kind of hear, and I turn, like, kind of look over my shoulder. I can see Warg C with my like vision. I can kind of see, Talmer kind of getting hit by the one over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Scorching Ray. I'm gonna cast 2 on Warg B and 1 on Warg C.
Sick. Yeah. So you got to roll for each one.
I got to roll 3 times, so 2.
Yes.
I'll roll for Warg B first.
Great. Thank you.
So the first one's going to be a hit for 11, which is, I'm guessing, a miss.
That's a miss.
Second one is going to be 15,
That's a hit.
and he's going to take 7 fire damage.
Awesome. 7 fire damage on Warg B.
And then for Warg C, 14. I know that should just hit.
That hits. Just hits, yeah.
And then he's going to take 10 fire damage.
Nice.
And then I know it's a bad move, but I'm going to kind of run back 30 feet. I know he's going to take a swipe at me,
Okay.
but I got to kind of get some space between him and I.
Yeah. Okay.
Is he still in the trap?
No.
No,
broke
he
free
got
at the
out right.
beginning.
He broke free right away at the beginning.
Okay.
Good call out, though. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah.
Son of a-
Well, Let's see.
Are we really gonna go down by a bunch of wargs after
Yep.
we fought a dragon?
Yeah.
As you go to start running away, you feel a slash across your back. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So everyone who's awake, you see this like glowing 2 different shots coming to the warg B next to Zephyrin, who's just jumped over this thing's head, shot an arrow down into the ground. 2 scorching rays go into it, and then a third one goes across the camp. Juniper, go ahead and make another perception roll with advantage.
Okay, can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Above table?
Yeah.
Do they catch fire with that?
They do not.
No. It's just
that was a nat 20.
Yeah, you wake up mainly because you feel this hot, like line of fire above your head. Awesome.
What in the blazes?
Ptolemy, you're up.
Oh. So this thing's right up on me, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go at it with my hand axe.
Great. Go ahead and attack.
11.
11 is gonna miss. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
Can't a girl get some sleep around here?
It's about time you woke up.
Okay. Sorry.
God damn it, is Roland trying to bring more animals home?
I woke up to this. I'm going to bonus action 2-weapon fighting with my dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. That does hit. You do not get the plus on the dagger, so go ahead and roll your damage and double it.
So not the plus. 10. That's
Okay.
doubled.
You have like a 2d4 for dagger?
Or roll 2. It rolled 2d4. It's 1d4.
It should be.
It's
Yes.
1d4.
Right. Because I got a nat 20. D&D Beyond automatically doubled my dice. It rolled 2 dice for me instead of 1.
Okay. So then you rolled a 1 and a 4. So 5 points, 10 points of damage. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so you go ahead and swing with the hand axe, misses. The dagger comes out, stabs through, and just like lights up. Just hits this huge gash across the chest. Yeah, absolutely huge cut, looking like really bad. Just get hit with this line of fire and then a dagger across it. Not looking good already. Any movement for you?
I'm not going to move, but I'm going to ask my Steel Defender,
Okay.
So I'll give a nod.
Okay.
He'll know what it means.
So let me put Defender on the field. And so what do you want him to do? You want him to like go around to give you advantage on the next hit?
So I can't command him to do anything else at the moment.
Correct.
The only action he can take is dodge, because I used my bonus action for 2-weapon fighting. So, I can't have him do anything. But I'll have him.
But he does get movement at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
so if you
tuck in behind Warg.
Okay. So tucks in behind Ward, takes the dodge action. Great. Okay. Then in that case, we move on to Elena.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go into hybrid form,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do wear a tiger this time.
Okay.
Oh,
Where's the map again? Hold on. Let me get back there. Okay, do I have enough space to rush one?
What's your distance? Do you get any extra distance? Otherwise, you can just hit Worksy with your 30 feet.
Yeah. You said just hit one with 30 feet?
Worksy with your 30 feet is exactly 30 feet away.
That works. We'll do that then. And predatory strike for a
Okay.
hit.
Give me just a quick second here. Okay, so you can just choose any form. It doesn't change up like your attacks or anything, right?
No, just appearance.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
I think I can choose between any of the lycanthropes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Mhm.
So, you're doing like a hybrid form of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So this time, what you guys see, Elena gets up. You watch as the eyes go red and the darkness starts to spread out again from her eyes. But this time, what you see her do, instead of falling to the ground, this time she stays up, and you watch as one of her fingers starts to go shadowy. She reaches behind, and she draws her finger up and over her head, going down across her chest. And you watch as this dark red line courses across. She takes both of her hands, she reaches in, and she starts to pull the skin away from her body, and you watch as this were tiger starts to come out, and she pulls like a vest her skin off of her body and throws it to the side as this were tiger humanoid form is now standing in front of you, and she makes a rush for which one?
See?
Warg C. So heads down, jumping over this this bench that Tolomer's on, and slashing. So go ahead and make your attack.
$13.
Okay. There's so many people around here that you do have advantage.
Okay. Perfect.
13 does hit, but if you want to try to go for the natural 20.
23?
Was that a natural 20?
No.
Okay.
19.
Great. Okay. So definitely hits either way. Go ahead and roll damage.
Seven.
How do you want to do this?
yes.
Is it facing the? Is it's facing them kind of towards the bench, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think similar to the dragon, I'm just gonna go for its neck.
Okay. So she comes running through, jumps over the bench, lands on all fours, and jumps up towards the warg's throat. So while Tolomer is sitting here trying to like swing away and slash, all of a sudden, boom, this tiger next to you reaches up, grabs it by the throat. You just kind of hear as it all starts just to explode onto the ground. And the warg is dead. Nicely done. The transformation's a bonus action?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Action, bonus action. You got maybe 5-10 more feet of movement.
I'll go to the next closest one,
Okay. So you kind
or
of
just like expend like whatever I have left to kind of head towards the next one.
great. Okay. That then brings us to the official top of the order. Roland, you are up.
I don't have dark vision. How far can I see? / what can I see?
So you could see 30 feet out from the fire. Anything past that is really too dark to see. So you don't see much. You just hear screams.
I'm just gonna, hey, you guys are doing fantastic. Good job.
Perfect. That's a free action.
um, I'm not gonna move because I can't see in the dark.
Okay.
You don't want to run. You don't want to run towards the screams. You're not going to be a hero and just run into the screams.
I can't see in the dark. So that means I would have to do a acrobatics check and probably fail it and take blunt force damage from running into a tree. I think y'all are doing a fantastic job.
Okay. Great. In that case, we will go ahead and head to the next in the order, which is Juniper.
I'll make sure the horse is calm.
Perfect.
He can see me. You can see me. You could run up to me. I'm within sight of the fire of 30 feet.
All right. So
I'm just saying.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out real quick, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I see.
I guess it's
nothing.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Juniper, you're up.
Elena. Oh my. You can choose any other creature.
It appears so.
Phenomenal. All right, well, now that that's taken care of, back to sleep.
Okay. So you're just conking back out?
I'm gonna lay my head back down. I don't see what's behind. I don't see anything else.
Okay. All right.
I just woke up and then saw that one die. I assumed problem solved.
Okay. As a point of order for everybody, in case someone was like, what's up? Nobody has informed Juniper yet of what the fuck is going on. So her decision here is fully in character.
Yeah, understandable.
So, okay. War gay. Brother, it's angry. The decision for this warg is to chase your shit down. It comes right back at you and makes another bite. That is gonna be, yeah, that's a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. That then is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. Zephyrin, sorry, man. It's on you. That is 17 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. Let's see
It's-
here.
Time to go back to your old dice.
I know.
That's 6 points of piercing damage on you.
God, no wonder why Posty can't roll shit. He's fucking siphoning all her dice luck.
Fucking leech.
You're all alive because a dragon couldn't roll for shit. So today's the day.
It's the reckoning.
Okay. Zephyrin. You just got bit in the arm. This thing just comes after you, shot at it, and kind of looks at you, and then just like and bites down on you for a couple points of piercing damage. So what do you do?
So just for a point of clarification, you do have more options than attack what's right in front of you. You can disengage, you can do other things, and if you look at your actions, it should tell you like a list of things. There you go, actions and combat. I just wanted to bring your attention back to that. So you can disengage so it doesn't attack you and then like get distance.
Yeah. I'm gonna hide.
I will give you the heads up on that one. Hiding right in front of it, it's going to know you're there. It's a good
Magic
idea.
trick.
I really do like it,
Disappear!
but
Must have been the
that-
wind.
yeah, that would technically be like Ptolemy, Roland, or Elena could maybe do that right now. But if they were like next to the fire, it would still be pretty tough. But if you hid behind a tree or something, maybe. But right now, you're right in front of it, so the disengage is a better action or attacking.
Okay, yeah, I'll disengage.
Okay, and where do you want to go?
Then I can move up to about 35 feet. So, oh, thanks.
Yeah, let's see. So that is well, that's 35 total. Let's get you to, that's a radius, right? So 70 feet.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. So basically you can make it to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now it's a little too far.
You can get close enough to yell at Juniper.
Yeah, I think that's about right. So anywhere in that circle.
Right.
I feel like the 35 feet on the circle is incorrect based off of the squares, but we're just going to go with it for right now.
Coming back this way, and then yeah, let's fucking wake up Juniper.
Awesome. So what do you do? How do you wake her up?
You can yell at her, like, be mean.
Yeah,
Get her ass up.
Yeah.
Wake up, bitch.
Yeah, I scream at her, tell her to wake the fuck up.
Oh, what is there? What's going on?
Zephyr.
Juniper, we
Cat
need
got
you.
your tongue, Zephyrin?
Juniper, we need you.
It's always lovely to be needed. What is it?
We're in a
Where
attack.
is it?
Then sorry,
Where?
why can't we see them again? What's going? What?
It's dark. The map
It's
is
just
not
dark?
dark, but it is like 2 a.m.
Okay, I see.
So outside of the circle from the fire, those who don't have dark vision are having a hard time seeing them. You can see because you have
Mhm.
dark vision out that far.
So Juniper, we're under attack. We got 2 wargs. Because it's so dark, you can't really see them unless they're about 5 feet in front of you.
Then their teeth are in me. I think I could see them if they'd step in the firelight. You want to invite them in?
Yeah, could I intimidate and draw them in closer to the fire?
Normally I would say you took your disengage action, but you know what? For funsies, let's go ahead and do it. So what do you do?
All right,
Dress and drag and do the hula at them?
I'm still bleeding, right, from my back. That bite.
Yeah, you're bleeding good.
All right, I'm just gonna like take some of that blood and drip it onto the ground, and tell them like, "Here, boy, come get this blood."
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion or an animal handling check with advantage. Actually, do it straight because you have disadvantage on other stuff. But I like where your head's at. So.
All right, Steve. Sorry, you said to do.
So whichever one's higher, animal handling or persuasion, and just click the modifier.
Okay, persuasion. Disadvantage, right?
No, straight.
Just regular.
Okay, that's what you meant. 13.
Yeah. It rolled a. Let me see here. Charisma is terrible. It rolled a 6. So, which one are you saying that to? A or B?
Hey,
Hey,
since he's closest, and get him off Uldred.
Okay. Great. So you go ahead and you start splashing this blood and kind of hear kitty kitty it. We'll see what happens. Volgerd, you're up.
So his action doesn't move the hog from me at all.
Not
Correct.
at this point in the initiative order now.
Okay. Then
You do notice, though, that it kind of looks over at him.
and I'm still too close for the one spell on him, correct? It'd be a disadvantage.
You're
on
in
him.
melee range, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I am gonna cast Witch's Bolt because it is not a range attack.
Okay.
It's Nope. It says within range, but it doesn't. No, it's a main. Make a range spell attack. Never mind. Too close. I am actually going to do my claws again on him. So I'm
Okay.
gonna bring out my claws, retractable claws, and we're going to 15.
That hits. Roll damage.
Damage will be 5 for
Okay.
slashing. And then my bonus action, can I take my dagger out and do my 2-weapon fighting? Technically, then, if I can't do my claws, just I didn't ask that before, or no? Because like how he pulled his hatchet out and then his dagger, am I allowed to pull my dagger or no?
That one's got to be weapons, right?
Okay. Yep.
So with those, no.
Okay. Then I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay. Tolmer, you're up.
I can't see either of them. But if I hear they're out there, I guess I'll start making my way towards the sounds of the commotion,
Okay.
and I'll have the Mastiff in tow as well.
Okay. So from that spot, you are close enough to where you can make out Wargay in the forest.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then I'll take a shot at it with my crossbow.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
6 damage.
Okay. These guys see the bolt stick into the side of the warg, and it's not looking good.
Come get cooked like your friend.
Okay. Anything additional for you?
That's it.
Okay. Elena.
Let's see how much. Can I get within? Hold on, actually, I think I can. I'm gonna go towards Warg A. As far as I can go.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish. Right about here.
Okay. I'll do a crossbow attack then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
19.
That hits. Roll damage.
7. Sorry.
Okay, 7 points of damage. Second crossbow bolt into the warg. You see this one as it looks down at that, looks at Volgerd next to it, and looks over to the other warg, and you hear that. And the other one looks back and they are both going to take that disengage action, and they are going to flee the field from here. And they make their way into the woods, into the dark, and that is it for that combat.
Nice.
I'm gonna go pick up my skin that I threw off.
Okay.
Saffron, I do
Just
think you're a
Wait.
bit dramatic. Clearly, I could be sleeping right now.
And as she's saying that, she's gonna see me walking back to the fire, literally like limping, like I am like on my deathbed of like so low of HP, just blood coming out of me, just all the piercing damage from the bites of the warthog of me and him alone in the woods, because she couldn't see me and him out there, so she really didn't see going on. I'm like, that was a rough one out there, Juniper. You might think he was kidding, but the more wargs were not kidding.
Kidding. I said dramatic. Come here, you big loon. I'll fucking fix you up. Cure
I can.
wounds.
All right. Go ahead and cure wounds.
10.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Now, just to make sure I'm tracking it properly, that does or does not take a spell slot right now.
Yeah, if it's a spell, it takes a slot.
Okay.
Is it a short rest slot or a full rest?
All of mine, I think, are full long rest.
Yeah.
So if she ever sleeps through a whole night, is that considered a long night rest? Like on our trip back to Waterdeep? Like if someone doesn't do any watch for a whole night, is that considered a long rest for them?
So basically, the way that it works out is if somebody's able to get a full 8 hours of sleep, then they will have that long rest. Everybody woke up during this, so that full night of sleep is interrupted.
Right, yeah. I just wanted to make sure, like, if throughout our travels.
Yes. So generally, you should be able to get a long rest, but the dice did not roll well. You had a 5% chance. You guys rolled a 9, and that was the number I rolled. So that then we had a random encounter table come up, and you guys pulled wargs.
That's perfect for my trap too, so it was kind of nice that it worked out that way.
It was really good. So, all right. So with that, again, for time, the rest of the watch does go uneventful. You do get everybody will be able to get a short rest if they need to heal up. So you will have to roll hit dice, but you do not get a long rest tonight. I have to look something up if somebody wants to show Joe how to do the short rest.
Well,
Easier for
Tolomer's streaming it behind him, so
Right.
go for it.
Here. So like the top above your proficiencies and all that.
I see.
You have short rest and long rest. So if you need to heal, you have, the hit die, little check boxes for them there. And you can check off for it to automatically, apply any healing. So if you need to do any healing, but you get those are your hit die until your next long rest. So if we have another short rest, you could use up to 2 or 3, however many you have left, if you need to heal at all.
Okay.
Of course, I'd roll a fucking 1.
I didn't actually roll.
And it does tell you as well. I think it adds it automatically, but I think that 1, like you should have like a plus modifier for like Constitution score or something. So you probably got like 3 points of health.
It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't add it automatically.
It should add it for you. I was talking more to Voldred.
Oh no, I got it added, but it just sucks. I rolled a 1 on a 1 on a
yeah.
d6.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. So I have to actually roll.
Yeah, so there should be a box that pops up with it that you click on when you're. So if you click short rest, click one of the empty boxes, and then another box should pop up.
Yeah, that didn't happen for me. usually
It didn't
does, but
happen for me either.
I have to roll manually.
Interesting.
So
I'll do the same.
It's usually worked for me before, so I don't.
But still
And
leave
it's-
this checked though, right? So
it
that way
did
I have
it-
two left.
Yeah, automatically apply healing with dice result.
It's like some update they did, like stopped it from rolling
rolling.
during the short rest.
Dumb. Okay, so you roll a 5 plus your two Constitution scores, so you get 7 points of healing. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take a moment here for like a 10-minute bio break. And then when we come back, we'll probably do a little bit quicker on the travel if there's anything to come through. And then that way we can probably get out of here by like 9:30-ish our time. So I know East Coast, it's a little late, but
It's an hour from now.
yeah.
For anybody else?
Does that work for everybody?
Mhm.
Okay,
Sure.
great. We will see y'all back here at, let's just round it up. Oh, it's 11 minutes now. So at 50.
10-2.
8:50. Yeah, 10 till. All right, see you in a few. Chat, hope your night's going well. For anyone hanging out, I appreciate you. Hey, Posty.
What's up, bitch?
Why?
I told Katie to reach out to you. She wants to come by and see you guys.
Cool.
I yelled at her for not talking to you.
Yeah, it's just as easy to text me.
That's what I said. She's like, I just don't like texting. I was like, well, then call him.
Who is she? My dad?
right?
I don't like texting. It's too old school. I don't know how to do things. The guy who grew up writing letters doesn't want to type.
Right. She's like, well, I don't like talking on the phone either. I was like, I don't know how you communicate then, but you need to call your brother.
Yerp.
Mm-hmm.
Tolliver, you're making me sick, man.
That's rude. It's just my face. It's not anything to do with the movement.
Aww.
Take it back.
All right. Let me see. Yara? All right. So, everybody wakes up the next morning. A very rough night of sleep. Everybody receives a point of exhaustion. Joe, unfortunately, because you also had a bad night, you are now currently at 2 points of exhaustion. So, this stacking. Originally, you had disadvantage on ability checks. Everybody in the group now has that as well.
Has what?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Joe, you have that, and your speed is now halved. So normally you can walk 35 feet per second or per round. You are now the slowest member of the group. You can go 18 feet around. That also means that when everybody is walking on the trail, if you are not in the cart, you are going to fall behind. So, are you walking or are you riding in the cart today?
I'm riding in the car, baby.
Who else is riding in the cart?
I'll be in the cart. You get out.
We're rolling for it.
All right, what are you rolling?
D20s.
Roll these D20s.
D20s. All right.
18.
You're gonna add 20.
No, you did not.
Got an 11.
Okay, so
Can I ride the horse?
it is pulling the wagon. It's got
The wagon's not on its back. It probably has 2 prongs on the side, right?
mm-hmm.
There's space on the back.
All right.
On its back.
Make an animal handling check.
What if I am the animal?
Hey, yo.
Who's riding you?
13.
Me?
Let me check one thing here.
You have a horse for him?
Before we leave, am I able to like salvage any of the meat from the warg sea that we diminished?
Go ahead and make a survival check for me. You're very lucky.
I'm having the stoner's worst problem. I don't remember if I finished the joint or if I set it down and now I can't find it.
What's your cat chewing on behind you?
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
You see this cat. Or worse yet, it's like, woof.
You know what? I have to share this funny haha I got today if I can derail us for just a moment.
Yeah.
And it's that cat.
Wait, can I ride the horse? I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
yes. It has a -2
Okay.
to its charisma saving throw, so yes, you can.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
How amazing it is to be a cat, because when you order cat stuff, usually it comes with a free like little pouch of catnip.
Mhm.
Like, can you imagine buying IKEA furniture and pulling out all of the things and just like a pre-roll falls
Little
out with it
cush
all?
with it, yeah.
Just a little bit of.
You're gonna need
Spice.
this when you're
Here's your
building
here's
a
your
fucking
6
furniture.
identical Allen wrenches, and
That would be
I also got a
super.
22 on my survival for meat.
Yeah, okay. So you are able to carve away some meat. It is
Roll
not
for
going to
meat.
be very good. It's like wolf meat. But with a 22, you do a really good job of getting the pelt, which again,
Okay.
it's slashed up in the chest and stuff, but that's all like the middle point, right? So you kind of splay that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, and you want the
work
backside.
around it. Yeah, so you get a pretty decent like quality pelt out of it. It's a warg pelt, so it's not like super great, but it can help with if you want to wear it for warmth or you want to lay it down somewhere or something. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, might put it in my bedroom for a nice rug.
There you go. So, all right. So Zephyrin and Zephyra, Zephyrin and Juniper are riding in the cart. Elena is on the horse, and Roland and Voldred are walking alongside. All right. So our second day of travel, you guys take off from. Thank you. You pull out of the clearing, back onto your main road, and you start heading west towards the town. Who is going to be making our first set of navigation checks today?
I'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception or investigation check.
Can I roll navigation too?
Sure.
Disadvantage, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Is there navigation? Or is it just a
Fantastic.
D20?
The perception or investigation.
You did say that.
What'd you get, Juniper?
I got a 5.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay.
I have advantage
So 5.
on that was 15.
No, you don't have advantage.
It's
We have disadvantage.
Yeah, if you have
Oh.
disadvantage because of exhaustion, but if you have advantage on the roll, then it's a straight roll.
Okay, then it was the first one. It's 15.
Okay, great. DC's a 5 on this one. So you guys keep a hold of the road, and yeah, you're
Just barely.
So the problem, Juniper, right, is that you're sitting behind Elena, who's on the horse, kind of blocking your view. So, like, you keep-
Fantastic view. Keep it up. God, I'd smash.
So you continue on, no issue with finding anything, or with keeping track of the road. Second leg of the day's journey, as you're going through, you do notice that the horse is getting a little tired, kind of huffing, kind of like kicking its feet around. Go ahead and Elena, you're on it. Go ahead and make an animal handling check for me.
$12.
Okay. You can't really tell like what's going on. You just know that it's a little uppity under you.
The draft horse, so I can handle it.
Okay. You guys continue on. Who's going to be making the navigation check as the evening kind of comes?
I do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll at disadvantage. Go ahead and perception or investigation.
9.
Okay. As you're traveling through, you get into a more of a wooded section. This road kind of starts to branch in. The trees have started to overgrow this area of the path. You lose kind of track of the road there for a little bit. Everyone's kind of looking through, and it gets really foggy. So as you're winding your way through the trees, it's a little difficult to stay on track, stay on the path. You guys end up losing probably about 2 hours in the forest, which ends up being probably about 4 or 5 miles of travel time. So as we get to the end of our 8 hours, do you want to push a little further, knowing that you've lost some time on the day, or do you want to set up camp?
We gotta set up camp and rest, otherwise we're gonna shoot ourselves in the foot further.
Rest it is.
Okay.
I think some of us should stick to taxes.
Are you staying on the road or staying off like you did last night?
I don't want to stay right in the middle of the road. So I'd say we pull off.
Pull off into the forest a little bit? Okay.
Maybe not set traps either.
I mean, that trap kind of like saved you guys a surprise round of getting eaten.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys pull off to the side. Again, kind of make a little clearing. You light your fire for the night. Who wants to roll the survival check for that?
Okay.
All right, see it.
With
I need to stick to taxes.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I got a 17.
Okay. Fire starts right up, and your horse, you get it kind of like tied up near a tree. You get it into an area where it's got really high grass, and it starts very happily munching down. You could tell it was really hungry after last night's events. It had been pretty good and scared, so it's chomping away, and you guys set out like a bucket of water from a nearby stream, and it's drinking. So, anything you guys want to do or talk about on this second evening?
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
I'm sore and tired.
Is there any like water nearby?
There's a
Just
nearby
make sure the
stream.
horse. I'm gonna lead the horse up to the stream.
Okay. Animal handling check with
You can handle it
disadvantage.
just fine. What the fuck?
All ability checks, dear.
Just trying to feed the horse. 6.
He also stated we did that already.
He did?
Yeah, we fed it grass. Yeah, they.
Fed it grass and water from the nearby stream.
I did not hear that. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Can we rat?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You pull the horse away from the stream as it's looking at it thirstily, and it's like, fuck you, bitch.
All right.
So, okay. Who is taking first watch?
Not me.
I'm already laying down.
I'll be on first watch. Zephyrin is the one who
I
should
can't.
really be sleeping right now, all through the night, if possible.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked up.
Your 2 points exhaustion fucked up. Take a nap, my dear.
I'll take
I'm
first
sleeping.
watch.
Okay. Go ahead and this time around, we will go ahead and do perception or investigation checks, whichever you prefer, at disadvantage.
I'm gonna do investigation.
Okay.
19.
Okay. First half of the night, uneventful. One thing you do notice, as you're just kind of watching and everything, when you look over towards the horse, you do see it kind of looking like it goes back to
You
crazy.
said it was watered.
Who wants to take the second watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. So
I'll go too.
Okay. You guys wake each other up, and Roland and Ptolemy go to take their second watch. Go ahead and roll investigation or perception checks at disadvantage. Actually, do straight rolls because you guys are together.
Perception.
Wait, where are straight roll?
Got a 14.
Because they're together, giving each other advantage. So I'm bringing it up from disadvantage to that. What were those?
14. 14 and 10.
Did you say 10? Go ahead and roll a D100.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it.
This is fucking worse than the Oregon Trail.
Fine. Stick to taxes. 10.
10.
The Waterdeep Trail.
I can't fucking believe that happened. All right, so let me see here. I lost my page, so let's go here.
I'm going to cast speech with animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, fuck off. Thanks.
Be nicer about this.
Please.
Make an animal handling check at disadvantage.
I'm a snack.
Okay.
Snack. 11.
Okay. You hear fuck off. And then and
It works.
the rest of your night goes uneventfully
Fucking gangster, okay?
as the giant poisonous snake that was about to bite your shit decided to fuck off.
Yeah. That's how you do it
said,
right there.
Please. He rolled an 8 and has
You're
a negative
welcome,
4
Roland.
to his charisma rolls. All right. You guys wake up the next morning much more refreshed than this morning. Everybody who is at 1 exhaustion point is now at 0. Joe, you were back down to 1. So the only thing that you have is disadvantage on ability checks, and you can walk at a normal speed now.
Are we considering that a long rest or no?
That is a long rest. Yes, everybody can get a long rest.
That slept all night, correct? Or is
Yeah.
it just for any portion of the night?
No. You guys were able to get enough sleep.
Okay,
across
perfect.
those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Juniper, you can walk today, and I'm just gonna like lay in that fucking carriage, feet up, just like I saved your life. It's let me know when we're there.
Fantastic. And I'm gonna go and hop on top of the horse.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, fuck her off.
21.
Yeah, it lets you on. As you like jump on it, like doesn't even really kind of like notice you because like your little halfling body has to like jump up onto the cart and then jump up onto the back of the horse, and it kind of like flicks its tail like back and forth, like its braided tail. So you actually like you get like thunked by this tail, but it's like, oh, all right. Basically, the horse has figured out that there's a large fly on its back. Okay.
And just so you know, Zephron is aware of what he's watching here. This is Juniper.
Let her explain herself.
Yeah.
Give this girl,
yeah,
give
yeah.
this
Oh
girl
my
her moment.
This time I did.
always about.
I did forget this one because of the fight.
Always
So this
about
is
Juniper.
her body shape.
So-
So she's 3 foot, like barely 3 foot tall. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, tell Zephyrin.
What did I say?
You said Zephron.
Motherfucker, he's fancy.
It's an O or an E.
We just met him. We're still getting
That's true. Yeah.
screwed up. Yeah.
Zephyrin, you can
Sit
correct her if
down.
you want, or just let her keep Zephroning you.
I'll give her a
Correct her.
Candace.
This is her face, her facial, the like pink of her lips and her nose and her freckles and things like that. And then her hair style is very like wild, very like dark and black and white in areas and just kind of always disheveled.
He's adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I greatly apologize for forgetting. I was trying to get exhaustion figured out, and I completely it left my mind. That is
You're
my
totally
fault.
fine. I found an in and
Yes.
it worked.
It was
so
it was
like
good. I forgot, and I apologize. I feel bad.
You should.
I do.
we do have a clip circulating of Roland being a sneaky snake.
Thanks.
Snack.
Heck. All right. So
Little snack.
you guys continue on the cart. You can potentially make it to Scornybell today, as long as your rolls are good. So who is taking the first navigation check?
Me on top of the horse.
Okay,
Perfect. Let her do it.
go for it. Navigation, I need an investigation or perception check.
Okay, we're gonna do investigation, and it's a 15.
15 is the DC. As you guys pull through the forest, you manage to get a good hold of the trail. And today there's no fog. It's a clear day, slight breeze, so it's keeping all that away. And you come back out onto the main trail. You've got the grasslands on your left. You've got the forest on your right. And you are trucking right along. Who's going to take the second navigation check for the day?
I'll do
I'll
it.
take that. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. It's just a straight D20 roll, right?
Investigation or perception?
Oh, investigation, perception. Okay. I'm gonna do perception. 12.
Okay. Roll a straight D20 for me.
Alright, straight D20. That's a 9.
Okay. As you're traveling, nothing happens. The road is clear. You guys make your way through down the road. Forest next to you. The grasslands on your side. Every once in a while, you do pass by random travelers who are on their way to and from Scornybell, who are on their way to Burdusk to the south. And you start to come to an area where the reaching woods on your right are starting to curve off to the side. And you arrive at an intersection, a major Y intersection. There is a sign standing there that has directions both to Scornybell in front of you, Baldur's Gate to the left, and then it just says Sunset Mountains to your right. Ahead of you, though, you do see a town spread out below you. You're on a bit of a rise. You can see a large town set down in front of you, and based off of your signs and what you know, that is Scorny Bell ahead.
Your sign.
Does this town have a train station?
Make an investigation check with disadvantage. Do not roll your eyes at me like you're our mother.
Like your arm.
I saw it,
Damn. It was the you
God
just.
damn.
and I
That's
didn't like it.
wild. That's wild.
14.
Okay, with a 14, you can tell that there's no train. Because they don't exist.
No
You're
wonder
such a
why she
bitch.
rolled her goddamn eyes at you.
Do they have a fucking teleporter there?
Yeah, we have teleporters, but not trains.
It's crazy.
We have-
Magic is wild,
God,
Do you think if we had
magic.
teleporters, we would have trains?
right? We wouldn't. So where do you guys go?
Square Bell.
Onward and upward.
Okay.
You're-
Night is starting to come. But as you make your way down the road into Scorny Bell, you come across a town that as you enter in, you see that there are no walls. It's not manned by any like explicit guard posts like what you have in Waterdeep. You do see a couple of guards that are like set up at the main road in. They don't really pay you any mind. They see you coming in a cart and walking together. They just kind of like nod at you as you go by. As you enter the town, you find a sprawling city. Nothing is quite as amazing as Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep or Neverwinter. But it is full of what you see to be warehouses, paddocks, stockyards. Everyone go ahead and make a group history check for me.
Group history check.
17.
16.
18.
15.
Where the fuck were these
Wow.
He's rolling that one.
16.
Okay. Zephyrin has never been to this town, has never really even heard of it. The rest of you, though, you know that this is a town of traveling merchants. Its population grows and shrinks with the seasons. In the summer, in a good summer, the population here will grow 8 times. Normal years during travel seasons, it grows by like 6-fold. But in the winter, which we're starting to get to, it's fall, starting to come into winter here. It's not quite as bustling, but this is a major thoroughfare. No walls, but it is a place of ready swords and watchful residents. You guys have heard of, because this is a centralized place, there have been more than a few raids on it by hobgoblins and bugbears, which you've seen before, particularly in like the harsh winter when game is scarce. That's when these raids tend to happen a bit more. So we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. You do know that thieves and pickpockets are kind of a constant issue in this town. There's a lot of product moving through, and it is it's easy pickings for somebody with sticky fingers. There are a few interesting spots that you may want to take a look at, or there are inns available for resting if you prefer to do that. So you guys have arrived in the city what would you like to do, or where would you like to look?
Is there a teleporter house in this
So
town?
go ahead and you can either make a investigation check, or you could ask like a city guard.
And what time is it?
Yeah,
during that
yeah.
we get into the
I'll
town?
walk up. Oh, go ahead.
Probably about 6 p.m. What'd you say you're doing?
I'll walk up to one of the city guard and just excuse me. Does there happen to be a teleporting station here, by any chance?
What do you mean?
It transports you to different towns using magic.
Oh, a magic teleporter.
Yes.
No,
Oh.
we teleport things with like wagons and boats.
Oh, okay. Y'all should try the magic teleporters. They're fairly quick.
Maybe in the fancy towns they've got that, but this is Scornville.
Yes, it is. Thanks.
No problem.
Just walk off. Guys, this town's bullshit. We need to go to the next one.
So it is about 6 p.m. It is getting late. What do you guys want to do for the evening?
Slide it in and get a pint and a rim.
Okay. All right. There's a few different options for that. For food, drink, and a pint and a room, you have the Dusty Hoof, which is on the east side of North Storm Street. It is unexciting but relatively safe and comfortable. Caters to drovers and caravan wagon folk. You can get food, room. They have ale and like wine, stuff like that, some spirits. There's the Far Anchor. It's a large inn on Far Rider Street. Probably the best accommodation to be had year in and year out. It was built by a retired sea captain, and its name refers to the distance by river barge from the Sword Coast. They will have no ale available there because they do not want people breaking things and brawling. Simple food, simple prices. They also have the Jaded Unicorn, which is an inn and a tavern. They have the Raging Lion, which is, let me see here, an inn and a tavern. And that's about it. The Raging Lion is going to be a bit more expensive, but it is a very nice area and a very nice inn. And then the Jaded Unicorn is actually pretty cheap. So, but you are rolling with your criminal background. You do know and you have heard that the Jaded Unicorn is pretty common for smugglers and like snatch bands of local thieves that meet there. So it is a little bit more rough and tumble.
Okay.
Which one of them would provide lodgings for the horse to be taken care of as well?
The Raging Lion definitely would have it. Far Anchor would have it. And the Dusty Hoof definitely has it.
I'm inclined to go with the Dusty Hoof.
Okay.
The Dusty Hoof sounds like it would be the choice.
They have beer, they have lodging,
So,
they can take care of the
Town
horse.
is a Dusty Hoof.
Awesome. Okay.
Not every town lacking a teleportation circle is a Dusty Hoof.
I have never left.
All right, let's see. go here, and let me go here. Let's try this. All right. So, you guys head over to the Dusty Hoof. As you walk in, you see that the hoof is long and narrow and high ceilinged. The upper reaches of this, basically like the main tavern room, and as you will eventually find out, basically every room is so high that it's actually like dark and gloomy up at the top of the room. The street level, when you come in off the street, is given over to the tap room. It's got kitchen. You see some. Actually, sorry, no. The tap room is up top, so you've got the drinking and the eating up there. But the kitchen and gaming rooms that you hear about is down in the cellar, and above the tap room. I'm fucking up on which one it is. Tap room's here. Kitchen and gaming is down below in the cellar, and the dining room is above the tap room. As you walk in, you are 6 o'clock ish, so the dining room is still open. But a barmaid who comes up says, "Hi, welcome. Is it the 6 of you tonight?"
Yes, it will be this tonight.
Okay, great. Well, the dining room's still open for a couple of hours, and then that'll be closing off around 8 or 9 in order to give the anyone who's staying here some quiet and peace at the end of the night. Are you staying here at the Hoof, or are you just here for food and drink?
I think we're looking for lodging as well, with some food and drink.
Okay, great. Well, let's go ahead and get you set up. Let me get you over to the innkeeper, and they will get you set up with a room.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So, Joe, go ahead and roll a D6 for me. So 6-sided die and normal dice.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. All right. As you head over to a desk, the barmaid leads you over, and she goes, "Yes, Silverin will help you out with setting up a room, and then you can head over to either the tap room or head upstairs to the dining room when you're ready." You look around, Joe, and it doesn't really look like there's anyone behind the desk. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. At disadvantage, because you're still got a point of exhaustion.
I got a 4.
Okay. So you're looking around, and there's no one there. And then you hear, "Yeah, can I help you?" And you look kind of past the desk, and there's a short female gnome who is sitting in the chair directly in front of you, but she's pretty short, and you just completely missed her. Yeah, what do you need? Wow, you guys are quiet.
We need room for 6.
A room for 6. I don't have rooms for 6 people.
Rooms.
Yeah.
Or rooms that can accommodate.
Well, let me think. 6. Well, hold on a second. Let me check. And she like goes through a ledger real quick, and she's like, well, I mean, the suite does have 4 beds, but I mean, I guess 2 of you could sleep on the floor if you wanted to. Otherwise, we could set you up in like the regular, like our regular lodging rooms, which do have. We can get 2 beds and a cot in there for you.
Sweet
we
works.
also need lodging and taken care of for the horse.
Oh, okay, yeah. We can definitely get that one taken care of as well. Is then the horse is outside?
Yes, attached to our wagon.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, let's get you taken care of. So you said you wanted the suite?
Yes,
that's fine.
please.
Okay, great. Well, that's gonna the suite will run 3 gold for the night.
Perfect. I'll hand over 3 gold.
Okay. Sorry, point of order. I misread what that was. That was definitely more for food. It is 20 gold for the night.
I don't have that.
I'll hand over 5.
I'll take care of the 20 gold. I got that.
So Voldrin hands over 20 gold. She goes, "Thank you. Really appreciate that. Here's the key. It's going to be at the top of the stairs. You can't miss it. It's the 2 big doors at the very top of the stairs."
Can we get room service?
Sure. Yeah. What do you want?
Menu?
Okay. Yeah. Here you go. So she hands over a menu from behind the bar, and you see that the food at the Hoof consists of like the usual roasts, stews, steamed greens. In keeping with the name of the place, something that's called Hoof Soup, which tastes
It's a clam chowder.
like
isn't
something
it?
you'll find out. Basically, you see that it says broth, meat, vegetables. And she like sees you looking at it, and she's like, it's pretty tasty. I think you'll like it. And then they also have ale, wine, sherry, mead, and a winter wine. There's nothing like exotic or outstanding that's served, but they're pretty decent food.
She's just gonna order a basic like roast with potatoes, veggies, and bread, essentially, and then mead.
Okay, so you guys aren't going to be staying in the dining room? Are you guys taking this all to your room and having us delivered?
Mine, yes. I can't speak for them.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll just all take it in our room this evening.
Okay, great. Well, we can get you set up with everything. Everyone is ordering food. It is 2 gold per serving. For food. Ale is 3 copper per tankard. Everything else, so wine, sherry, mead, that is 1 silver piece per flagon.
I'll do just the food.
Okay.
All right.
2 gold.
Yep, same.
2 gold.
Just food.
I'm just gonna take the key and head up to the suite. I'm gonna pass on the meal.
All right. Juniper's a 2 gold. Tollimer, I'm not sure
And
where he
mead,
is.
so
And
silver
mead.
piece.
Okay, so a silver piece for you. Zephyr.
Yeah. I'll take just the food.
Okay, 2 gold. All right. So you guys head up into the suite. So you take the stairs up through the dining room, and then there's another set of stairs that goes up to the inn rooms, and there's another set of stairs past that. You walk around, it curves around, and then comes up onto a top floor landing, and there's 2 double doors in front of you. So Elena, you enter, you insert the key, open up the doors, and you've got a perfectly respectable inn suite in front of you. You do see 4 beds along the walls. Each of them looks comfortable. Probably could fit 2 people pretty comfortably if you wanted to. So yeah, you can actually get quite a few people in this room now that I think about it. And you do find like fresh linens and pillows that are set on a table in the middle. There's a couple of there's like a couch, a couple of leather-backed chairs. There's a fireplace, 2 windows along the back wall, and torches or lanterns are attached to the wall.
I'm gonna go to the table, grab my linens, and quickly claim a bed and start to sleep.
I go to sleep as well. Or no, I gotta wait for the food.
So a few minutes later, you hear a knock at the door. Voldred, go ahead and roll a d6.
Five.
Okay. You open the door, and there's no one standing in front of you. But you hear, "Hi!" You look down. There is a female halfling standing in front of you. She's got 2 trays, so you can tell that she with her foot. And she says, "I've got your food here."
Well, thank you so much. Let me get this off your hands, and I'm going to go ahead and grab both trays with each in my hand to pull them off and walk into the room with them.
Great. Dexterity saving throw.
11.
Okay. You kind of take them from her, and she's like with the height difference and everything, but you manage to get the trays up and take them over to the table and slide them on. And she goes, "Okay, well, enjoy your evening."
You as well, thank you.
And closes the doors behind her, and you hear she walks down the hallway.
I'm like, food's here.
I'll go and grab my food and start eating.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
Same.
So you guys got some roast. Each of them has a side of the hoof soup. Tastes like broth with old meat cuts. Got like some diced old soggy vegetables in there. And as you take a sip of the broth, you guys have probably never eaten a hoof, but you could swear this is probably what a hoof tastes like if it was boiled.
Juniper's not eating that.
Definitely
I'll eat hers as well.
tougher than I was expecting.
Not bad.
Out of respect for Saphira, I'm not eating hoofs.
Anything that you guys want to discuss or talk about or do before the end of the night?
I'm sleeping.
Crashing.
Ready for bed.
Okay.
I'll grab a bed.
All right.
Juniper's very grumpy about this travel, so she wants it to be over with. She's going to sleep.
Is there enough beds for everybody? If not, is there do I see extra blankets or pillows laying around in this suite at all?
Yeah, so there's 4 beds. Each of them could probably fit 2 people if anybody needed to double up, or there were linens and pillows extras on that table that you could use to just crash out on the ground.
I will crash out on the ground.
I'm gonna crash
Blanket
out next
bill.
to the fire.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Everybody starts to go to sleep for the evening. I need somebody to roll a d20 for me.
I can. D20 roll.
Wait, where did
4.
Talimer go?
He's been gone for a minute.
Oh yeah.
What'd you roll?
4.
Okay, great. We will go ahead and pick up on that in our next session. So, 3 days of travel, a lot spicier than I expected it to be to start. But you guys did end up at least making it the first leg of the journey, and you have
Not gonna
arrived.
lie, I was really close to dying off that warg. Really fucking close. I got to like 5 HP.
It surprised me that nobody called out for help, and so I was just like, okay, we're fucking going. So, yeah, I was surprised.
How far? Yeah, but how far can I yell up to? Like, how far can they hear?
Oh,
Because
they
I
would
was-
have heard you.
I was quite okay. I just wanted to make sure, like, what's the distance? Because if you can't see, like Roland said, I can't see in the dark. All I hear is screams. I'm not gonna run into it. Like,
Right, but if somebody yelled in real life,
Yeah,
you could hear them
yeah.
at 60 feet.
yeah,
You
agreed.
know, so
Okay.
honestly, anything up to like a tenth of a mile is pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
but yeah, that was good. It was an interesting first leg of a journey. I thought this was going to be a lot quieter.
With us, yeah, right.
Yeah, true.
Does that mean Joe's staying with us for a little bit longer?
As long as Joe wants to stay on the
Forever.
travel, I'm good with that.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Welcome for the travel, Joe.
Hell yeah. All right, I need to go to
There
bed.
he
I got a long day
is.
tomorrow.
Good night.
I know. I gotta get
Sorry.
Welcome
I gotta
back.
get up 4 hours.
I had my headphones on, but I had to take Tucker
Bye.
out.
Ah, cool. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you later.
My
Good night.
Bye. All right, chat. Thanks so much. I appreciate you being here.